computer. Hi guys, happy Thursday. Welcome. I should mute that or just tell my husband not to text me. It's probably just going to be annoying in the video. You know, I'll put do not disturb on. Anyway, hi, welcome. It's Thursday. We have a special guest with us today. This is Brandi. She is also part of our Nomad group, and I'm super excited to have her here today. She doesn't know what I'm going to ask her to talk about.
I don't.
Nope. But if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. But what I want to ask Brandi about, we have her cute little boy is here too, so we've got some TV on in the background. If there's
pop in every now and then.
Yeah, he'll come out over and hang out with his dinosaurs. But I was going to ask Brandi to speak today on PRV, because she is a constant 2,000 PRV a month earner. And just over the last year, every single month, she has gotten that 2,000 PRV. So I was going to ask her if she could maybe just give us a couple of ways that she earns that, to give us some ideas of simple things that we can be doing monthly to ensure that we have that 2,000.
Sure. One of the biggest things is I do mystery boxes every month, a themed box. Where I pick special products that I like or I think they will like. It's also a way to get them to try different products. So each month is themed. This month is Cinco de Mayo. Last month was, honey, I'm sorry. He's going to join for a second.
Perfect.
Last month was, I forgot what my April was, but each month I have a themed one, and that has gotten huge. I have so many people that want one every single month. And I've added a small little charm to each one that is tailored to it. So now people are wanting to collect those charms.
Like, gotta catch them all. It's like,
yeah, it really is. And so the boxes, and then my follow-up, I just follow up with everybody that has ordered. Like, hey, I know you got Make a Splash body wash. What did you think of it? Did you know we make it in this? Did you know we make it in that? Did you know it comes in cleaning now? So really just my follow-up. I have not, this is terrible and I need to work on it, but I have not had a physical party in over 2 years. And so this is all customers. They have their own little parties, their own little online parties, and most of them don't even want like a group format. They're just going to talk to their friends and do it. But all of my PRV has come from just my customers that order every single month. So it's just that follow-up game. I'm really just checking in, and I've gotten to know all of my customers to where, hey, you like this? Guess what? Or the Mandalorian pods. That was a huge thing. Like, I know people want the Mandalorian. They've put it in their club. Guess what? It's coming in pods now. Do you want those? Yep, I sure do. I know who my Star Wars fans are. I know who my Disney fans are. I know who my Make a Splash people are. I know my Luna people. Hey, did you know it's in this? And I try to get them a sample of Luna washer whips. Then they want all the laundry collection. So it's really just that follow-up is my biggest thing. What else would it be? I do a lot of fundraisers. I love to give back to the communities, and I use the, so they get my commission, and then I get the rewards, the host rewards, and then I just turn around and add those to a mystery box, or I turn around and sell them as at my events and stuff. So it's a win-win. So I try to do at least 3 or 4 fundraisers a year. That really helps out. But I say honestly, my follow-up. And then I follow up on those mystery boxes. When they have a mystery box, hey, what did you think? Did you like the car bar? Did you not like the car bar? Because if you loved it, guess what? I'm going to put car bars next time. If you didn't like it, we might not do car bars for a little while. And it's just getting those different products out. So, we do pods, we do car stuff, we do this, we do that. And I just rotate through and have them try every single product. Because once they try it, then they're going to come back for it later. And so that's my thing, is just the follow-up and the boxes. I love my boxes. Those are my faves. Awesome. You taught me those.
So how do you go about getting your subscriptions for your boxes? What's your favorite way to get people to subscribe?
So I just create a list in like a cute little graphic in Canva, and I have a sign-up sheet. So I make it look very limited. I can make as many as they want, but I try to do it in 6s, because a lot of the stuff, not every time, but a lot of the stuff is the buy 5, get 1 free, because that's saving me money. And ultimately I can get them a few more things if we do it that way. So I start with 12, started with 6 were selling out. I opened it up to 12. Sometimes it's only 9. You could still bundle the 3s. but I make it look limited. So there's 9 spots.
There's that FOMO.
There's exactly that FOMO. There's 200 people in my VIP group, but only 9 of you are getting it. And so if it sells out within a day or whatever, I'll be like, hey, guess what? I have 3 more spots. And then in each box is a referral. So if they refer someone and they order a box, then they're going to get $5 off, or they're going to get an extra thing in their box if they refer people. So that's really how it's kind of grown. But it's that FOMO. I only say there's 12, there's 15, there's 9. Thank you. There's 2, whatever it may be. And then they know, my VIPs know that they get first dibs. So if it doesn't fill up in that time period, or it's not where I want it to be, then I'm letting them know, like, hey, this is closing and it's going to my main page. So you lost out this time. My main page is going to get an opportunity to get 3 more boxes. And then I get random people that see me every now and then, because they're not seeing it every single month. Every 3 or 4 months, they'll see like, hey, there's 2 spots left. Then they'll grab it. And then they've joined my VIP, and then now they're regular box people. So it's just kind of putting it out there to where they feel like they're getting something special. They're getting first dibs, but then also opening it up to my main page so that people can come in. They want to see what's going on inside that group. So
Cool.
that's what I've been doing.
All right, Edie, you have been very consistent too with your PRV. Can you remind us what you do as well to get that PRV?
I knew you were going to put me on the spot, and I was just pulling up the website to go, oh, I have no brain this morning. So I also do a mystery box. Thank you for the tip, because you have me thinking and trying to get engaged with my VIP group. And it's like, maybe I can do a poll to see what those that got the mystery boxes liked in them from the previous month, and also do individual follow-up, because I'm struggling to increase that. I've been doing that for a couple of, let's see, this will be my 4th one. And so I've been doing that for a couple of months, and I just can't get that number up. And I'll just say it right out loud. I'm stuck at lucky number 7, and it's okay. But you know, one of the things I did try last month, which prompted a sale, is I've been trying to connect and listen with my customers, just not only what they order through follow-up, but how their lives are. And I have one customer that's she has no worries. They own a cattle ranch in Wyoming. Okay. And she has no worries, but her and her husband have not had some happiness in their lives that happened in April. And so I just randomly, she contacted me, she reached out and she said, I want one of your mystery boxes, but I need to know what's in it. And I said, well, it's supposed to be a mystery. And she goes, I don't like surprises. And so I told her what the previous month was. And she goes, I only like bars. And I was like, okay. And she's from the South. I love her immensely. She is a woman I look up to. We're really good friends. It's mutual. I think we look up to both each other. But I just sent her a kindness box. It was the mystery box. And I've been doing that this will be the first month I haven't kind of heard someone. And it usually either prompts an order off my website, or they inquire about something and they want to know more in the box. So it's been very fulfilling that way. But she's like, I didn't know they had car bars. And so she emailed me yesterday, and what I did is unfortunately I'd ordered a wrong scent back last August when I was going back. I don't like weathered leather, so this car bar's been sitting in the trash. And her husband being a cowboy and riding horses, I thought, I'll push it on him. Well, he fell in love with the fragrance. So, I mean, it's just, so it prompted an email, it prompted a follow-up response. And to me, that's what's really rewarding. And what I do to try and hit, and I'm going to be honest with you right now, I give myself 7 days to hit my 500. So you get your weeks in, and okay, this month so far, we're anticipating. I'm struggling mentally with that, but I usually at the first of the month, I put in my order for my scent crate. A lot of it came from this month, and next month came from the flash sale. But I wanted to add a few things that weren't on the flash sale to it. So I usually do that to get to my 200. And this month, with with all the awesomeness that came last month, my personal that nobody sees custom link, I hit 1,000 on it. So I was like, oh, I've got all this stuff. So I kind of stocked up and pre-planned for the next few months with that. So that helps with the other part of the PRV. But I mean, this month, I usually have a couple warmers of the month, no nibbles. But it's just through doing the promotions of the warmer of the month, I try to send out my newsletter so that it's in their hands the day that the stuff hits the website. I'm not always successful at that because sometimes the post office disagrees with me about my posting.
I feel that.
But it's just trying to, again, it's tapping in and it's getting to know your customers and what they want. I've been totally shocked that there were no Mother's Day nibbles.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I was like, okay. And, I even on one of my lives on Thursday night, I put together bundles. I said, let's see, what do you have around the house? I have brown paper sacks, and I colored and showed them what I was doing, and it was like still nothing. So again, I don't want to blame it on the world's circumstances. Everybody's busy. Everybody I get it. They have their own traditions, but it's just I was on a previous training that you recommended that said, because I was always doing my scent crate order in the middle of the month, and they said front load it. And I was like, so I messaged back and said, through Facebook, what do you mean? And they said, you order on the first of the month. And I was like, oh, okay. But again, this is my Cincy anniversary this month. And I look at how much I've learned, and it's just always tweaking and adjusting and pivoting and trying to figure out how to do that. And I'm glad that it's not always consistent, because if it was always consistent, then I would never grow.
Yep.
Very good. I like that.
Love that. Yeah. Oh shoot, I was gonna say something.
Cash.
Nope, it just flew right out. It was
It'll come back.
it might. It was in regards to the boxes. I used to have a lot more subscribers than I do now, and I don't know what I did that changed things, but I have a consistent half dozen, like it's 6. And you know what? I use that as my creative outlet, because I get the bulk of my PRV elsewhere, and I use that scent crate as this is my fun time. This is where I kind of get to pour into those who are buying every month and just give them a little something extra. And I just remembered I haven't started on them this month. So guys, thank you so much for the reminder that I need to get myself together. But front loading is a really good idea for all the things. But talking about LTOs, we've got the Lion King stuff coming out Monday. That was just announced, and that's exciting. But I love that this brick by brick incentive, the current one we're in, focuses on the catalog products, because that's our bread and butter. No, you're good. A lot of times the LTOs get our attention because it's new and exciting. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the replay of Mine and Candy's training on Tuesday, definitely watch that. But we talk about the things that excite us, and that's what sells. So if we're only ever getting excited about the LTOs, and we're not getting excited about the bread and butter, the catalog, the things that really are the foundation of our business, how do we expect our customers to get excited and enjoy those things as well? So I think having this incentive focus heavily on the catalog gives us a new chance to be re-excited about our bars and our warmers and our clean line and our laundry line, and maybe let people know that, something new, maybe it's something new that they can try and start to love and get excited about. Because when they build this love with our catalog items and the LTOs sprinkled in, this also helps us open the conversation for club subscriptions. You love the counter clean, you know what? Add it to your club subscription. You have a limited time bar that you want to add, awesome, add it there. And oftentimes when people have a club subscription, they're already paying shipping and tax, and they're more likely to add other products into their club subscription, so they only have to pay shipping once. So if they love a bar and it's in their club subscription, you know what? I needed that counter clean anyway. Let me add it. I needed the cotton cleanups. Let me add them. So it's a great opportunity to get something they love forever, but they're already paying shipping. So why not add more things and then get a 10% discount and then unlock a half priced item? It's a great way to introduce that conversation. So I urge you, if you are not having club conversations, start those, open that conversation, because the worst they're going to say is no, thank you. I don't want that. But something that I've noticed when I talk to people about my club subscription is that it is one of the easiest subscriptions to change, cancel, and start. So many times we have club subscription, or not club subscriptions, just other random subscriptions that it's almost impossible to cancel. And then they want to charge you a fee if it's after a certain amount of time. And then they're like, I don't know, they just make it really difficult. And we actually had to cancel a credit card one time because a company refused to cancel our subscription. And then they would just like ignored us. And so that is a positive for our club subscription, is you can promote that, how easy it is to maintain.
Ariel, and I'm still working on getting more. Thanks for the tips on club. But I'll also add that over the weekend, I've been looking at who's frequently buying, because one, it tells you club, you need to talk to them about club. And the second thing is that, do you need a personal shopping link? Well, one of my good friends down in your area contacted me, and I don't know, contacted me Sunday, and she said, I want the cactus warmer. I thought she was talking about the Italy one in the catalog. I was like, woohoo, more towards the incentive. And I was really stuffy. We had winds blowing, so my sinuses were going. And I looked at her and I said, I need to learn to read. But the bottom line is that I said, hey, you honestly, you're shopping a lot for warmers, and I would like to open you a personal shopping link. She came back with, great. I said, give me a few minutes. And I was going to look on Facebook, but hey, I'm on my phone. I can't look. I think she started adding, because she works for a school district. And she started adding Monday. I think my group has gone from, I think I was like at 42. I think I'm almost at 60 in my VIP group.
Yay! Awesome.
And it's, to me, that's all new income. And she has such an excitement for it. I've looked at her because of her excitement and said, we've had those conversations, because she is one of my mystery or Scent Crate subscribers. She every month she has issues with, she can't remember how to do Zelle with me. So there we go. And so it just opened up one of the conversations, and I'm like, hey, and she goes, I've tried direct sales before. And I got the little pitch and I said, hey, I completely understand. But you know, the thing that I was shocked at about having just this joining conversation is she goes, but I want to help you grow your customer base. I love the face, Ariel, because again, even though she doesn't want, because she's had 2 bad experiences, she doesn't want to get in. She knows, she goes, I'll talk to these people about joining. I'll tell them how cool you are. We'll get them to purchase. They'll get, I mean, she was selling it to me, and I was a little bit shocked, because it was that cup of coffee you serve, as you talk about, and you get that, no, I don't want to do this. But it totally took a different curve in the conversation.
Yeah.
And so to me, always having those open-ended questions, which has them kind of talk with you, you never know what the results are going to be. Because I mean, I was like, wow, this is a really good thing. So I've kind of had to rethink my VIP group this month, just strictly because here I've got new people. They're scrolling just through, excuse me, photos and things I post. And it dawned on me that, wow, why don't I now, I have a couple of pin posts, and I said, this isn't against anybody that I'm on these little VIP groups with. I always have troubles finding your shopping link, always. So it dawned on me last night at 9:30. Why don't you just pin that as a pin post?
Yeah.
And again, it's easy to find and it's easy for them to do. And that's our conversation tonight, is saying, hey, let's talk about a little bit how the group page works, because stop scrolling.
Right.
And if you see something and see a picture and I haven't posted a link underneath it, because Facebook always wants me to sell something, now they have a place to go, at least hit it and start looking for what they want. But again, it's just those conversations where you're trying to do club. You have to remember that we're more than club, we're more than joining, we're more than wax and warmers, because you never know the blessing behind that's coming towards you.
Wow, I love that so much, Edie. Thank you for sharing.
Well, that was awesome.
You just don't know. I mean, and Ariel, we've had those conversations about coffee, and I struggle every day with it. And I'm just going to tell you that I can't remember what I signed up for. I know one of them's recruiting, and I know I can't remember. It's like I looked at everything, and I wish at SRF we could attend all four, but it's like, you know what? Yeah, I know how to set goals, and I could really set better goals, but I need to zero in here because I'm still struggling, and I might hear something new that totally, again, turns a switch.
Yep.
And I'm hoping, because I know there's magic. I don't know if everyone knows, but I am a WW coach, but there's magic being in a group together rather than playing Brady Bunch on a little Zoom.
Brady Bunch.
Oh, that's such a good analogy. Edie, I am so excited that you're coming to SFR.
I was just going to say, that's going to be
it's going to be awesome. Are you going to stay at your condo, or are you going to stay at one of the hotels downtown?
We're going to stay at the condo, but I'm looking at the schedule going, maybe I need to find a roommate. I might need a changing room. I'll be honest, with all my tribal nomads, I may need I'll bring my formal and dump my stuff. You're used to that, Ariel. But I did want to ask, since we're on that topic, and we belong to a girls group together. I need my packing list. Are you going to help with that?
You know what? In our collective group, I have the event set up. So we can do that. But we are going to do, so I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the agenda. There are SSD meetings that are on that Thursday afternoon. So we're actually going to be combining with two of my other friends, our SSD groups, together and do something fun. So we're thinking about making a separate group, so all three of our groups can connect who are going in person. So we can probably add that as a question on there. That could be really fun to add, like, hey, what are you packing? For those of you who have been to SFR, what are your must not forgets? I really like
and because I said that, and it was so funny because I feel like this is my first rally, because I was like, oh, someone said I need to get a backpack. So I went out and last weekend, I got my little backpack for myself, and it's those little things like have your water bottle, have this, wear comfortable shoes.
Yes.
But it's again, I think I'm anticipating it, but it's the scary part is honestly, for the first time ever, I can tell you, my husband and I attend a lot of conferences, and I looked at him and I said, I have an assigned seat under Ariel. Ha ha ha! I can arrive 15 minutes late and still have a seat. I thought that it was those little things that you're learning that give you confidence that you're going to be okay.
Yep.
Being it your first time, but I'm excited to meet just the people I've connected with on Facebook and through Fireflies and Nomads, just because you've been my source for a year now, and I'm tired of seeing you on the Brady Bunch screen, especially Ariel. I mean, we go way back, and it's like, man, it's going to be so cool to just see everyone in person and just have that minute to catch up.
Yeah.
But have something totally wonderful in common.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, Diane, did you have any questions for us while we're here and hanging out? Do you have anything that you'd like help with? No, you're just absorbing today? Perfect. I love
Like
it.
it.
Perfect.
Ariel, I will bring up, I don't know if I said it, but I know all of us hopefully are focusing on the incentive. And I know where I'm at with certain things. One of the things I've done that's kind of flopped in my group is decorate your space.
Okay.
So what I did is, and I love that, and I don't think everybody that hits our website realizes that we have categories of warmers.
Uh-huh.
And that's the big one to achieve. I'm almost halfway there. I'm looking at it right now, but, and I can add it if someone wants to see, but I thought about, rather than decorating the decor, is tell me what your style is. So that's what I'm focusing on the next month. So it's really easy. Pick out your favorite glam warmers. Instead of natural, I put nature's warmers. So I did Flaunt Your Feathers. I've included, and it's just 3 to give them a little taste. Just trying, and I always tell them I'm trying to figure out your style, which I am, but at the same time, again, as you said, I think we get so focused on the LTOs that people, and there's not enough time to post all those warmers in your group every month. So again, I can share that if you'd like. It's kind of, it's wonky. I don't like how it looks, but it serves the purpose of what I was trying to do, because it's really, for me, hard when something was working. Yay, it's working. And then the last few ones I've gotten, I think the last few Decorate Your Space, I've gotten 1 or 2 out of my 30+ members. And it was like, okay, time to revamp. They're sick of this. So it's just,
yeah, I would love it if you could share it in our tribe group.
Okay.
In the collective too, if you'd like. But I think the tribe group, that would be a great space for it. Give us some ideas.
Yeah, it's and again, it's finding those ideas that help. And so I hope everybody else will share, because I know it seems like I love being creative, but I also once a month hit that wall going, okay, now where? And that's when I know I need to pivot. So
yeah,
I'll share that. If everybody else will share, I would love that too, because just because it looks like I've got it all together, I actually don't.
I don't think anybody does. I definitely don't have it all together. So I'm working on this month. My focus, because we have that catalog incentive happening, my focus is going to be just closing out those rings as soon as I can, and really making sure that my customers know that we have this entire beautiful, amazing catalog of things to choose from. And I think I'm going to focus less on the LTOs this month and just more on that.
It's been a huge help for me too. I've
Yeah.
just been picking like a daily or maybe every other couple days. I focus on one thing, like the body stuff. I've been focusing on why I like the hand cream, why I like this, why I like that. The laundry, I've just been picking maybe even weekly, and it has closed those rings so fast because you're actively sharing that. I share warmers each day. I pick a warmer that I like. I have a this or that from the catalog, not an LTO. And it's been so helpful. Back to basics. I love that we did this as an incentive because we're so focused on those LTOs. And like everybody says, those should just be icing on the cake. We need to sell that catalog. And this has been amazing for that.
Yeah. And it's just that, again, that reminder of getting excited about what we have and not just about what's coming.
Exactly.
Thanks for the idea, because I think I'll grab, and I have my master catalog, which I think looks dorky when I'm doing a live, but to grab it and kind of just sit there and go through it. Thank you for helping me join Let's Frickin' Sponsor. I'm just going to do, and it started, but Ree is doing an Instagram, which has been so helpful. How to post things on Instagram. And one of the things that just sharing in your My Story at the top is give them the flip catalog, because they can hit that rather than just a direct link at times when you're posting. I didn't even know we could like copy that and do that. It was like, oh, wow. And it's those little things that hopefully will get some inspired hits, each one of us. But we have so many tools from the catalog to the website to get it into people's vision. that I think that we forget. I'm just going to say ask. I think we need to be more open to ask for help. Like, I'm struggling with warmers. Hey, nomads, what can I do? Because the things that you hear and changing that focus, which I was always blocked, and I pick on Friday mornings. I do the LTO for Monday in my VIP group and I drop it.
Yeah.
And it's more of message me if you're interested. You know where to go. You're a big girl. And again, I don't care if I get sales on it right now, because I really would like to try and get this incentive. And we do have incredible stuff. We have beautiful warmers with unique styles for everyone.
Yeah.
Just buy one, folks. No, you don't have to buy it.
Just buy 1 or 10 of the $50 warmers and I'm going to be set. Yeah. And too, it's remembering how we can serve our customers in these times. Okay, you've got warmers, awesome. I have so many people who say, I don't need another warmer. And I'm like, look at my closet. But okay, let me help with your wax fill then. You need new wax, you need new summer and spring scents. So let me give you the perfect combination. You haven't tried mixing yet. Try these two.
So a couple of things that from you when you posted about how are you serving your customers. Still waiting for that jot form to become half price so I can have more than my 4. Thank you for encouraging me to learn how to archive, because I was deleting and I figured out how to do that.
Good.
Yay. Because are you upselling? So with the cute little camper of the month, and we've got the little slice of pie bar, I went out and put together again a bundle on the side that may or may not get nibbles, that if they don't like those notes, they've got, I think I called it Americana pie. So you've got all your favorites, cheesecake, blah, 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 apple pie. I can't remember what the third one was. But I think that warmer would look cute with a red or blue bulb.
Oh,
Yes, Edie.
yeah.
So again, thank you, Ariel, because you did your little spill and that's what I was working on that day. And I'm like, I'm adding this to the jot form.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Like Johnny Appleseed, blueberry cheesecake, sugared strawberry.
Oh, let me look. I lost my brain thinking of them.
Oh,
Baked
just
apple
pie.
pie.
Oh, baked. Yeah. Okay.
Cheesecake.
I get it. That makes more sense.
Oh, it was, I added one of the vanilla cinnamon because I'm trying to get them to mix.
Ah, smart.
Nice.
Smart. Okay. That's so good. Okay. Will you share that in Nomad too? That
Yeah.
is such a fun idea and a great way to start getting people, excited for the patriotic everything. Ooh, because you know what I'm gonna do? My next scent crate. So this one was Mayflowers or Stop and Smell the Flowers. I'm trying to go a month early, if you will, for themes. So my June scent crate is gonna be patriotic because 4th of July is at the beginning of July, obviously the 4th. We all know that. So I'm gonna do June as like fun patriotic theme. So that would be such a good pack to have in there.
Well, and it just, and it was the upsell. It's between the nomads and the collective and I've been being so new, it's like, oh, jot form, just go out and do the basics. And I loved it that over Christmas you were adding little things. And what else could I upsell this with? Like, whenever we have a mini warmer, I make sure that I know the correct base and that base to make it a tabletop is attached. And it goes back to what you taught me when I joined, is you're just planting seeds, whether or not they grab it or not, you're just planting seeds because not everybody likes cherry scent.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, maybe everybody likes apple. I don't know of anybody that doesn't like apple or citrus, but citrus doesn't sound too patriotic. So I didn't choose the clementine cupcake. Which my customers truly, I'm shocked. That one's not one of my favorites, but they all come back and rave about it. So it's like,
Which
good
one?
for them, clementine cupcake.
Oh,
good for them.
Yeah, good for them. I love that for them. You love that one too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
But you never know. You have to honor what they like, and they have to honor what you like. I mean, I'll be saying, I will say this, that last month I dived into the deep dark side. Haha, it's so funny that yesterday was May the 4th be with you, but I dived in and I got Betsy in my VIP group, and I just said, I don't like this one, guys, and I'm sending it to you as a sample. They didn't ever give me a feedback, but again, I think one of the things I'm trying to rethink is, rather than doing the post, can I do a poll?
Yes, polls, because people love to give their opinions, and I think we underutilize polls. So people love to give their, and it's, I think oftentimes we don't care what other people think. Like, I'm going to tell you my opinion. I'm going to try and be tactful about it, and you can take it or leave it, right?
But I think knowing that there's no judgment in the world we're in right now, that's a safe place. And I don't care what you say, just give me your opinion.
Yes.
I think one of my VIPs messaged me the first poll I did, and she said, it's so glad to know that I can just say I hate it. And you loved it. Rather than, I didn't say anything. I told him I was going to interact with the emojis, and she was like, it was so cool. And I said, I honor, and all I texted back is, I expect you to honor me and I'll honor you, and that means listening to each other. Yeah. And she was like, I love this group. So again, it's finding those little niches so that they reset something at the beginning of the month, that with everything going on, we have to remember that we have to be the safe niche for those people that are feeling unloved in this world right now and not connecting. So I thought that was a great statement. So that's my little, again, connect with people and make sure it's real and authentic.
That's awesome. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say, I am so, like, in my VIP group, even my kids, like, when we get a box and it's customer stuff, they'll be like, oh, I don't like this. Or Lush Gardenia was in the with box. I am not a floral person whatsoever. Sometimes there'll be a hint of something like the pink lemon water. I can smell the rose. It's not terrible.
It's not good.
It's not fantastic. Yeah. And so I'm so real with them. So the Lush Gardenia, I'm like, all right, this is terrible. 4 years, I've never smelled it because it just sounds terrible to me. But I had a bar and it was in my with box. So we're live and I smelled it and I was like, oh my gosh, no.
Immediately.
No. And I had 3 people say, oh, I want to smell it. You can have the bar. Like, here you go. It's yours. So I'm so real, and they love that, and people love that. And my kids will give their honest opinion. I'll love something, my daughter hates it, my son eats it. I mean, it is what it is. And that's what they're like, I love your lives. They're so real. Sometimes I'm cleaning something, I look like a hot mess, but they know me. They know I'm stay at home. They know I have a 2-year-old. So I'm like, hey, hot mess, Brandi here, but I wanted to show you this today. And everyone's just like, oh my gosh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. And then they order it. So like, I've got so many people interested in Lush Gardenia. I've never talked about it because I don't like it. I don't want to like it. I tried it. I was like, absolutely not. And now people want to order it because they didn't even know it was an option because I've never talked about it.
Yeah.
But talking about it I don't like it, but maybe you will. Now people want it. So they, if they like it, hey, let's put it in your club because it's going to go away at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So I love that you're doing that, being real, and not everybody has the same taste of things, and that's okay. And I love giving that. And I tell people, what's my favorite product and what's my not so favorite product. Is it a good product? Yeah. But do I love it? No. Like, car bars, we've had this conversation. They're not Ariel uses them all the time. She loves car bars. I'm not a big car bar person, but I still put car bars and I ask their opinion in my boxes. Like, what did you think? I think the Arizona sun zaps it out too soon, but did it last longer in yours? Am I doing something differently? Am I putting it in the wrong spot? And I've got people that love the car bars, like Ariel. They love them. They want them every single month. I use scent circles and room spray. So it's like, just because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm not going to promote it. And I'm not going to turn people off by not liking it, because then it kind of like piques their interest to try it even more to see how much different. So blueberry cheesecake, my favorite. I did a November's my birthday. I did a my favorite things box. Everybody got blueberry cheesecake. That's the whole story of how I started with becoming a Scentsy consultant, was blueberry cheesecake.
Pods specifically.
And we still have 40 of them in our house. So I put blueberry cheesecake in there, and I had 3 people like, oh my God, that is awful. That smells like feet. It smells like throw up. Like, I can't believe you like that. And I'm like, you all are nuts. This is amazing. It's one of our best sellers. And they're like, absolutely do not ever give me anything blueberry cheesecake. I'm like, cool, I'll take it back and I'll trade you out, because I'll take all the blueberry cheesecake in the world. So, and it's like, I had someone come smell it the other day and they're like, that smells like feet. And I'm like, okay, so that's not going on your list. Awesome. More for me. Thank you. So just being real, and like, they know they can, my VIPs know they can tell me that. They know they could tell me it smells like feet, and I could tell them it smells like this or that. And we're okay. And it's a funny laugh. And then we promote more and we sell more because now they're interested.
Yeah.
So good job on that. I like that
Yeah,
you went to the
Thank
dark
you.
side.
Gosh, I think it's so important to lean into that authenticity too, because I used to curate my stuff and I used to like warn Donnie and warn the kids, don't say anything bad on this call. I don't want you to embarrass me. Even if you don't like it, tell the notes that you smell in it. Or if you don't like it, walk away. And gosh, I wonder how many people didn't try scents or tried scents, differently than they would have based on our artificial experience that we were sharing. And so, man, I regret doing that, but we learn.
I think we want the hustle so bad. We want to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the bars, and it's your fault, Ariel, one of the bars that I have been wanting to try since I was your customer was Sugar.
Ooh.
It's in my club, and when it was on the flash sale, that's what they're getting this month.
Perfect.
And
I thought you were going to tell me you hated it.
I was getting very nervous right now. Like, oh, no sugar.
but I'm putting it in the maize box simply because I'm trying to show them the importance of bring back my bar.
Nice.
And how important club is.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that, because I was planning on showing the box to promote it a little bit more after everybody's received it, is saying about the sugar, the story behind the sugar is that the way, and I can't even remember how you described it. I don't know if it was your facial expression, but for ever since I've been a customer, and the minute you said, you've got to have this bar, and I was like, I don't know. And then it went away. You need to just promote those little things where if you're seeing a fragrance, if you're wanting something. I do have a question. Since I'm in St. George, Utah, we suffer about, I think we're 15 to 10 degrees less heat than you. I had a customer, as a matter of fact, messaged me, and I haven't gotten back with her because I knew I was going to be on here, and I forgot to write the question down, but I'll ask it now because it came into my head. With extreme heat, do the car bars drip or anything? They're more solid than the bars.
Yeah, they're solid. They're entirely solid. The only thing that is a half-life is just their fragrance.
Okay.
And maybe
that will be nice to tell them. And the only reason I ask is because this customer originally worked in Las Vegas, and with the heat, we all need to start that's increasing in our hot areas. We need to be mindful. A consultant sold her 6 bars, and she went about her day in Las Vegas. There was no ice pack, and she had a wax mess all over her back seat, which the consultant kind of didn't offer any rebuttal or any fixing to. So it kind of turned her off to Cincy. And so she did something for me. It was a trade. And I said, hey, how about a car bar? And she goes, I hate bars. They melt. And so she messaged me and said, I love the fragrance, but how does it do in the heat? So again, using that backstory of it's not going to be like a wax bar to build confidence back in. Yeah. But I mean, when she told me that, and she's a relatively new customer, I was like, all I could look at her and say, is that something to be really mindful of when I do deliveries coming forward, that I need to do ice packs. I need to take them to the home. I need to do a front door trade. They can't sit on the porch, because a lot of people tell me, oh, just leave it on the porch. Well, I don't want to do that because we're, I think, already going to be 80 today. And I know my eyes are not up the air because my office is in the front and gets the morning sun. And it was warm. And I know I got sweaty bars behind me. I know they're going, we're melting here in our little boxes.
Yeah.
Our little pine shells.
It's definitely something to be mindful of. We oftentimes hear, if I know personally, if I do porch pickups, then I will put a cooler out and I will put ice packs lining the whole thing, and I will put the order in the cooler, close it up, and they know to go into the cooler to get it. But still, that's only a couple hours security. Like, they need to be very specific with when they're going to swing by, or else I will not put it out.
Exactly.
So it's with the heat, it is definitely give a good time frame, give a good cooling system, and don't go beyond that.
You can also buy dry ice packs from Amazon.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh.
Dry ice.
I didn't
That's a
even
good point. I'm writing that one down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, actually.
I'm glad you finally said something.
Look at that. 3 people are into it.
Love that. Great idea.
Well, and that's why this is so important, because like Ariel last year, it was my first mailing out of samples. I mailed them out and they were all yucky when they got to people.
done that.
I had the same little issue, and it's something that I've had on my tag list. I have on my closet. I do Post-it notes. It's like, you've got to figure out how to mail things. You've got to switch up your scent crate, because the summer's not the time to ship wax, because you're adding to your price. So you've got, and I know that and I'm doing the patriotic theme too next month, and I'll just be honest, because I love them so much, and they're off a little bit this month, is I'm doing the fragrance flowers and sending them with red and blue Sharpies for next month.
Oh, fun. I
Just
love
because
that.
I know it's a safe shipment, because I ship anywhere from Oregon to Florida
Mhm.
to New Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to consider. And I thought, I've got to figure out that's why the flash sale came at such a good time, because I'm divvying it up so that hopefully by October I can start sending out bars.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, I think it's really cool. And I'm just going to say this because I know we all don't go out and hang out in the consultant store. So I've been, knowing that the heat's coming and I want to still do samples, I've been stocking up on like the lotion and the pet and the body. Do you know they have dish soap out there now?
Yes.
Ooh, no, I haven't been to the consultant store in a minute.
They do. It's Fiesta Lime, isn't it?
It's the lime one, the
Yeah.
Fiesta Lime. But
Okay.
still, it's a way to get something in their hands. If you're used to giving wax samples, I'm delivering the sad news to my VIP group that they're going to go back to felt samples. They're going to be smaller. They won't be getting the nice ones to warm until we get cooler.
Yep.
But they're still, for the giveaways and stuff, they're still going to be able to get samples. They're just not going to be at bars for the next few months.
Yeah.
Again, adding that authenticity and reassuring them that Cindy's going to send a nice pack if you do order bars, but that's just a little bit out of the budget for me to. And I'm wondering what dry ice weighs right now, but that could be a good alternative.
Yeah.
I never thought about the weight of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All
I
right,
like it.
guys. Well, thank you so much for hopping on today. This was a really awesome conversation, and I hope everybody who's watching the replay got something fun out of this. And if you did, share your aha moment with us. But I hope everybody has a super rad Thursday, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
Hey,
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
thanks.